Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. It's currently Monday morning. I think it is about 8:30. So we are going to do a little bit of reading, just like 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the day. Like, I just kind of woke up, got out of bed. I woke up kind of late today on my own. I woke up a little after 8 and I was like, oh, I guess I needed it, because like I feel like during the week I'm usually waking up around 7. So I feel rested and ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a little like cup of tea and then do a bit of reading on The Wild Huntress. So if you watched the last weekly vlog, I'm about 30% of the way into it. I'll do a little recap of what it is later, but right now I just want to sit and read for a little. So they're doing a bit of work outside, so hopefully it's not too loud or my editing abilities can block that out. But I'm officially 47% of the way into The Wild Huntress. We are officially into the wild hunt now. So like from this point forward, we're in it. I think I'm on chapter 16. I will talk about the book after I get ready, like a synopsis and everything, because I need to go ahead and intro the other video I'm filming this week. I'm going to film a swapping screen time with reading. I was actually doing like a stopwatch timer as I was reading this morning so that I could like account for that whenever I figure out how much I actually need to read today. But I'm going to go ahead, intro that video, get ready for work, then I'll come back. Hopefully they're like not making as much noise outside and I can give you a little synopsis on what this book is about. It is now about 3:30. I am continuing on with my reading challenge, but I just finished We the Poisoned. It is the Flint water crisis like cover-up story. Remember it from a couple weeks ago when I was reading it at my office and then I never went to my office last week, so I didn't continue it. Well, I continued it at my office today, and then when I came home a couple hours ago, I just continued on with it. Oh my gosh. What an incredibly well done like book and audiobook. Wow. Wow. I mean, my Goodreads review on it, like I didn't put a rating because this doesn't feel like something you put a rating on. Like to me in nonfiction, I feel like I really just say if it was like well done as like an audiobook or like well written, but like to rate the story of something like just doesn't feel right. But I felt like it was just so well done. Like I only listened to the audiobook and it felt like one long podcast of someone informing me in a digestible way. And like the takeaway of it is just how scary a big crisis like this can happen and like the corruption of people in power, and nothing has been done for these people to stop poisoning the water. And I think like the takeaway he had at the epilogue was just like, all of this is happening. It is known. It is not a secret. There are no consequences of this. It's yet to be stopped. I mean, it's been over a decade of this. Like, who's to stop your local officials from doing something like this, knowing there will not be any ramifications? And like, that is what is scary to me. And like, I'm just becoming so much more aware. And like, I don't know if aware is the right word, but like consciously thinking about how corrupt different parts of our country is, and it's just like very scary. And so like a situation like this, that like these people in power are corrupting essentials for life, and like all of these people, while there will not be a clear way to distinguish like this person died because of drinking the poisoned water, there are so many people that have died because they've just lived this life of drinking this terrible water, bathing in the lead water. Like, it's scary to just think like what my local officials could do, believing that they could get away with it because they pocket money, they are doing whatever they can. Like, that benefits them. Like, it's just so scary to think about. Wow. But so well done, and I highly recommend the audiobook because I felt like that was just like an easy way. I feel like reading those books, I think I have a hard time digesting the information or like staying engaged. But audiobooks usually for these types of stories have worked out well for me, so that's why I highly recommend that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and update the swapping screen time with reading video, and then I'm at kind of a stopping point with work, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the Wild Huntress for a little bit. Riley's gonna come over after work, and she is going to come hang out. We're gonna debrief Onyx Storm. She finished it last night. And then we're going to do a bit of prep for Empire Storms. So I'm going to go ahead and get some reading done before she gets here. Okay, Riley's gonna be here in a few minutes, but I have finished my day's reading of swapping my screen time today, and I'm 89% of the way through the Wild Huntress. I am literally eating this up. It is so good. Like, it's not like a 5-star, I can't put this down, oh my god, so good, but it's just like so like fun and entertaining, and I'm like flying through it. It's such a great like length of book. I feel like it's a standalone, so I feel like it could, I don't know, be super long, and you're like, you could have maybe just made this a duology instead, or like shorten it, but like I feel like this, like the pacing, the story, everything has been really good so far. So I'm very curious how this is going to end. Like I said, Riley's going to be here in a couple minutes, so we're going to do like Empire Storm stuff, debrief Onyx Storm, all of that. So I don't think I'm going to read tonight, but this will be something I finish early tomorrow as part of tomorrow's reading. So yeah, wow, so good. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It is 8 o'clock or so. I woke up, I think I was like in and out of sleep for a while, but I actually like decided, okay, we're waking up for real this time around 7:20, and I felt so great because I don't know, when I get like that where I just keep like falling back asleep, I assume it's going to be like 8:30 when I wake up, if not later, but I have an alarm set for 8:30 because I have a 9 o'clock meeting that I had to make sure I was going to be like awake and prepped for. So it's been so nice because I probably got out of bed within 5 to 10 minutes, and I've had like the slow morning that I've been wanting to have since the new year, like prioritizing like staying off of my phone, like let's get up, maybe be productive, maybe be lazy, but like let's just do whatever we want to do. I've had the lo-fi music on. I've been doing my laundry. Like I took my laundry out of the dryer, rinsed and like re-rinsed and swapped the washer to the dryer, put in a new load in the washer. I hand washed all the dishes that needed to be hand washed. I do have a maintenance guy coming to Thursday morning. That sucks. I just realized like he asked about Thursday or Friday, and yesterday was Monday. Okay. Damn. Okay. Anyways, I just realized like, wow, that's like not tomorrow. That's 2 days from now. Anyways, let's try not to use dishes. I'm gonna go pour myself a glass of the tangerine juice so that I can just have something kind of fresh this morning. I journaled, which was so nice. Like I just did like a little prompt. I didn't want to like think too much about it. I just wanted to like journal again because I didn't do it yesterday. But I'm debating on going into the office today. I think I'd really like a cozy, productive day at home. So yesterday, like it was great to see people, great to talk with people, but ultimately I felt like I didn't get as much done that I would want to get done. So working from home today may be the better option. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour myself that glass of juice, maybe grab the banana as well as like something to like kind of eat right now, and then relax for the next, I don't know, 15 or so minutes, and then I will grab my computer and start my workday. It has been quite a few hours. It's now 12:30. I have been listening to, where's it at? So it's this book. I will go ahead and put a picture here if that makes it easier. But I believe you pronounce it harbingers. I've never heard of that word before, so I had to like look it up. But it is by Timothy Heafy? He was the lead investigator for the January 6th committee, and so he was at the like Charlottesville, I don't know if riot's the right word, but the title, like the lengthy title, is What January 6th and Charlottesville Reveal About Rising Threats to American Democracy. And I got this from like Libro FM's ALC program. So I've just been listening to it all day. I have a little under 2 hours of it left. I'm 43% of the way. No, I'm 67% of the way. 57% of the way. That's how math works. I have 43% left. It's been very interesting. I feel like I've really enjoyed how the audiobook has like discussed it, because when he gets quotes from people, he's really like talking like you're having that conversation with someone. Like it's not just like, let me read the quote of the person that I spoke with. It's like as if it's very casual conversation, and like I know I didn't agree with it, but at the same time it's very nice to hear about things from a more like technical perspective or understanding or involvement in it. So it's been very interesting. I'm gonna eat some food right now. I just have this burrito that I've heated up and chopped up from Trader Joe's. I have a meeting at 1:30, so I'm just gonna take a little break to eat, and then we'll dive back into work. It's been very productive at work. Like I feel like I've accomplished a lot of like the nitty-gritty tasks that like no one likes to do, but I felt good. It's been nice having that on just like in the background instead of putting on like a video or something. So I think I'm gonna put on a video right now just to like eat and like decompress a little bit, and then whenever I get back to work, I'll probably end up putting this back on. I've been listening to it as I've been doing my timer for like how much I've left. So I had quite the timer today, but I currently have 3 hours and 20 minutes left. So I feel like I'm in a good place because I don't have any plans tonight. So it should just be an evening of reading, which I'm looking forward to. So I'm hoping to continue on with this book. And then I'm going to end up finishing The Wild Huntress after I'm done with work. And we'll be diving into Empire of Storms. The first day of reading is today, and I'm scared and excited. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys, and I'll probably just check in with you whenever I'm kind of like done with work and starting to read a bit more. I am officially done with my work day. I just finished the audiobook that I was listening to. I say it in my swapping screen time with reading, but in summary, exercise your right to vote in all of the elections, big, small, they all make such a big difference. So like that is like, I feel like a huge takeaway from the book. Also, just highly recommend. I felt like the second half of it was equally as good and like engaging. And if you're finding that you like since the past election, like you are just more engaged in what's going on in the world, you want to learn more, it can be very like intimidating. I found that this audiobook was very digestible, very like easy to follow, and I was just like getting informed in a very like entertaining way, in a way, you know, like it wasn't just reading text on a page kind of thing. So I highly recommend. I need to run to the store. We are going to be going to Ralph's today. I am that's a discussion for another time, but I am trying to be conscious of where I put my money. And since January 20th, so much has come out with big corporations, small, big, all of it. And I just, it hurts. It hurts. It's been a very scary, like, week, I guess, since everything. So I'm just trying to be more conscious about where I put my money right now. Kroger is a good brand. Kroger is like the parent company of Ralph's. So still, they have a thumbs up right now. We're going to go with it. So we're going to go to Ralph's and pick up a couple groceries, and then I'm going to come back. The Chiefs, the KU men's basketball team plays at 5 o'clock, so I want to be able to like sit on the couch and relax and read. I have like basically a little under an hour and a half left on my like reading time for today, so it's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and finish The Wild Huntress and then pick up Empire of Storms. Oh, I'm so excited. When I tell you guys, I went into Ralph's without a plan, just vibes, and considering everything I got, it shows. Yeah, it shows. So, I told Riley, like, hey, like, pretty much, like, pray for me, I'm going into, like, a big girl grocery store. Came out with these. I haven't had these in so long. They're so good. And, like, I was using my app to, like, I have, like, the Ralph's card and an app. You know, like, clip coupons. It's something I'm not familiar with yet, so it's a little, like, terrifying. But I was able to, like, clip coupons and, like, get extra money off of it. I got 2 more bananas. I've been eating those bananas. I got apples, some Gala apples. I am so excited for these. Like, I really just want one right now. I'm gonna put them in the fridge because I love it when they're, like, crisp and cold. I love these drinks so much. I wish you could just have, like, a big one. But that really wouldn't help you with your probiotic functions. So, small one it is, but, God, they're so good. The real reason I need to go was milk. If you know, you know. Oh, you probably won't know for a while after this video. I think it's in the swapping screen time with reading that I did that fiasco, but you'll see it eventually and you'll know. I got a whole thing of these cuties. Get it? That's funny. It's funny. Please tell me you laugh. I got this to exercise my free will. It is, we're struggling with lighting right now, and yikes. Okay, it's a chocolate, like, not chocolate, oh my god, strawberry cake thing. It looked good, so I wanted it. They had a 4 for $5 on the mini raviolis, which I love raviolis. I just don't usually get them. I'm always getting the SpaghettiOs with meatballs. I like having these in my pantry too. I don't know why I like steered away from that. So to have them be on sale, because I think they were $180, so pretty much on sale for $125 each. And I was like, oh, what a steal. I got a couple fun drinks. The new one to try is going to be the Poppy Wild Berry. I have a feeling I'm going to love this. It's blue. I love all things flavored blue. And then these are already cold, but I got the cherry limeade and then another apple crisp. And then this is something I never do, but I was just feeling it. I got a case of, like, mini Pepsis. Now, usually a mini drink, honestly, is fine for me because, like, I just am craving carbonation. So, like, once I drink a mini one, I'm satisfied. But I don't usually have pop in my... anyone watching this, it shows. Riley's gonna text me. You said pop. Listen, I'm from the Midwest. I say pop. But I don't usually keep soda in, like, my house. That's, like, I don't know, my mom never did. It was always something, like, we got anytime we were out, fine. But, like, we just didn't keep it in the house. That's how, like, I've controlled then my own, like, soda intake as well growing up. Like, growing up as in once I left home. So, that's all I got. I needed milk, and then I was gonna get just kind of, like, a couple other things. I want to go to Sprouts on Thursday, probably Thursday or Friday, probably Thursday. I'd love to be Thursday, to get some more meal type things. I have enough stuff between now and then to like hold me over, but I didn't really plan meals for there, like to go to Ralph's, but I know I haven't been to Sprouts in so long. I'm looking forward to shopping there again, but I know they have a lot of like meal prep kind of things. So yeah. Okay. That's my haul. The KU game's starting, so I'm gonna put this stuff away, get on the couch, and probably watch some of it and then start the multitasking of reading as well. we did it. We have finished The Wild Huntress. I have like the game on in the background. I feel like I'm getting red lighting, I'm getting glue. It's a lot. But this was really good. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.25. Like, I just had a great time with it. Like the ending of it, like the last 11% that I had to read. What a time to be alive. Like, that wrapped up so well, and I just loved this, like, these elements of this fairy tale written chapters that were also kind of thrown throughout it, just like a few sprinkled in there, was so, like, I don't know, like whimsical, like enchanting to read. Like, I really like that additional touch of like her writing thrown in there, as if you're reading like a fairy tale or someone's reading you a fairy tale. And then you have like, you're thrown in like a movie. Like, it's kind of like the narrator starts and then all of a sudden, like in the movie, you're thrown into like the characters themselves doing this stuff. And like, what is this? Okay. I've got a random text. Don't worry about it. But I just want to say this was good. That's all. I'm still like 53 minutes left of today's reading. So now's the time. Like, the fear that I have, the excitement that I feel. Okay, today's agenda is to read the first 60 pages, so that's what I'm gonna do. We'll circle back after that to at least give you like a little glimpse. Like I said, I'm gonna be filming it for the Throne of Glass reading vlog, but you get it. You get it. Okay, I will check in with you guys after I've done today's reading for Empire of Storms. You guys, I have finished day one's reading of Empire of Storms, so I'm on chapter 5, page 61. I have my thoughts and opinions. I have already talked to the Throne of Glass vlog, but Miss Sarah, babes, why you gotta start out a book like that? Like, certain emotions I have are like skyrocketed. I gotta sneeze. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay, fan art. I was having a Empire of Storms like ambiance in the background, and it's the one that has like a bunch of different like art of the characters. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ugh. Riley's gonna finish and then I can like tell her my thoughts, because right now I'm like, can't talk to anyone about my like spoiler thoughts. It's driving me insane. But we have already begun like the tabbing. I don't know like how well that is gonna show up, but we've already started it. It's only 7:30, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start reading. I finished the like I finished the time I needed to for today, but with it being so early into the evening, I'm thinking I just want to go ahead and start A Reign of Rose. Okay, I couldn't remember. I was like, The Reign of Rose, just Reign of Rose. A Reign of Rose. It is the third book in the Sacred Stones trilogy. The first book is A Dawn of Onyx. So we are gonna go ahead and start that on my Kindle. I kind of need to Google though, like, how did A Promise of Peridot end? Like, how did that, because that's been a little bit. So maybe I should look at my review, look at the synopsis, and then maybe Google like, how did it end, spoilers. So that way I head into this kind of having a general idea of what I'm reading. But this is great. I'm having a great evening. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's nearly 9 o'clock. You know, normally I go to coffee shops to work on like the editing and stuff, but why don't we go to a coffee shop to work today? Like, let's go back to Coffee Bean and actually just like work. I think that could be kind of a vibe. I haven't worked at a coffee shop in a while. Like, for my job, I feel like I'm always going to, like, for fun in a way, like doing, like, locking into edit, or I'm going like with friends to like grab a coffee and like talk, or like maybe the journal stuff. So like I haven't gone to have like a productive work session in a while. So I'm kind of in the mood to do that. We'll see if I go in this. I just put on this hoodie when I woke up, and I mean, you guys, I love it. I love it. But I'm in sweatpants, and I'm like, well, do I want to be in sweatpants or like change? We'll see. I think I'll like pack up my bags and everything. I also need an intro today for the swapping screen time to see how much I need to read today. So I'm going to do that. I already know I have 60 pages to read for Empire of Storms today. So we're going to continue on with that, but I don't know how much I need to be reading in general. So I only read about 10% of A Rain of Rose yesterday. Just kind of dip my toes in the water, right? Like, just get into it, officially start it. There's not that daunting feeling of starting a book. I'm already in it. So now I get to see how much reading I need to do today. And then I might pick up another book, though, to, like, as an audiobook, find another, like, nonfiction or true crime-esque book to, like, listen to today. Because I don't want to listen to A Rain of Rose if I'm working, because I feel like I'm not going to be able to pay attention to it. The clasp, I feel it. It's annoying me. Okay, we're good. Everyone calm down. We're good. I got it. Okay, I will check in with you guys whenever I'm ready to head out. My bag is packed. Okay, let's see if I can get decent lighting. We're really loving shadows today, but oh my gosh, it's currently 3:30. No, the wait time flew. The wait time flew. I think I've been here for like 5 hours. No, like, I had no idea. All of a sudden I blink and I'm like, oh, it's 3:30. I should go home. Like, I need to, like, eat something. I don't know. Like, what's going on? I had the muffin there, and I had my green juice I didn't drink. Like, when I tell you guys, I was so locked in with work. Like, I only had the matcha and the muffin, but like only now head above water, and I'm like, oh my god, wait, I'm hungry. So we're gonna figure out some food. But wow, that was a great work session. Like, that is what I needed. Wow. I was listening to where's it at? I think I showed you guys it. I just didn't tell you that was the audiobook I was going to start. Children of Darkness and Light. I basically went to my Libro FM and saw what books I had downloaded that were nonfiction. And I saw that this one was all about Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell, A Story of Murderous Faith. And it's all about like the Mormon church, like not really the Mormon church, but their Mormon faith, and like how that drove their decisions of murder of people that they love. And it was just like a wild discussion of that. And then towards the end, they like brought up, I still have an hour left of the audiobook, but they had recently brought up other like famous people regarding like their Mormon faith and how that has been like discussed in media and everything. It's been very interesting. I really liked listening to it that like this whole day, but we've put it on pause 85% of the way through it, and I will probably just pick it up some other time that I'm doing work. I don't work, well, actually I might put in some hours between tomorrow and Friday, because I've like taken other like PTO and stuff that if I have the like capacity to work a little bit tomorrow, I should, especially with one of my coworkers taking some PTO himself. Maybe good for me to like just check in on things. How are things going? But wow, what a great day. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't text Riley. Riley, I'm so sorry. She's gonna be like, hey, I don't want to bother you, but am I coming over? Wow. No, I forgot. She messaged me this morning about, like, maybe us getting together to read Empire of Storms, like, in the same space. And I was like, I'll just check in with you midday. Like, it should be fine, but, like, let me confirm midday. It's 3:30. It's 3:30. I'm sure either she's been, like, head underwater doing work, or she was like, I don't want to bother you, but am I coming over? Okay, I need to figure out food. Let me think on it and see if there's anywhere I should stop on my way home. Because I don't know, like, what stuff I have at home. And I don't really want to cook. Like, let me think. No, why does my hair look like this? I just took a shower. Riley is going to be here in probably a minute, but I ate food. That's what I did. That's why I was coming on here to update you guys. So I had mac and cheese with one of those chicken apple, like, sausage things. It was great. Like, I loved adding that, like, the sausage in there. I felt like it just gave it protein and felt like I was eating more than Paw Patrol mac and cheese. Yeah. But Riley's gonna come over and we're just gonna read Empire of Storms, hang out, all of that. So I'll probably just check in with you guys in the morning. Good morning, happy Thursday. It is a little after 8:30. Theoretically, the maintenance guy is gonna come over and look at my dishwasher here in about 30 minutes. I hit the drain button again, but in all fairness, I hadn't opened my dishwasher in a very long time, like for nearly a week. So I don't know if it drained on its own or it drained when I hit that. Nonetheless, I hit the button and then it made odors come into my kitchen, and that was unfortunate because it's like, ugh, gross. But I have my window, like, screen door open, and I lit a candle as if that's, you can't see it, but as if that's gonna help. But yeah, he'll be here shortly. So I just figured out how much screen time I need to read today. Rough day, considering I have a lot of editing to do, but we'll conquer. We'll figure it out. I hate it. Like, I need to figure out how they do screen time because the, like, main three categories of, like, their social, entertainment, productivity, like, all of that is probably only a few hours. And they have, like, this chunk of gray. And I'm like, is that me just, like, having my phone open and you're counting it? Because, like, I do that all the time. Or, like, if I have it on, but then, like, I swipe it to where I'm seeing, like, the notification center kind of thing. Like, I just would be so curious. I feel like last Thursday, I was, like, at the coffee shop editing for, like, 4 hours straight. Then I had book club. Then I don't know. I'm just curious, like, how screen time is actually, like, recorded. But I will check in with you guys later. I don't really know my plan right now. I just wanted to wake up, intro the videos. That way I'm not thinking about it when he gets here. You guys, I did it. I did it. It is noon. I haven't started any of my reading. So, yikes, because it's a long day of screen time. But I have done the entire rough cut of the weekly vlog. I'm sorry, this is like, why do I look so red? I mean, I did just, like, rub my face, but anyways, I did the entire rough cut of the vlog, and I, like, edited down all of the B-roll as well. So now is where I would, if I wanted to continue editing, which I don't, I'm going to save this for tomorrow. We're posting the weekly vlog on Saturday. I kind of, like, have a theory and I want to test it, so we're going to post on Saturday. But now is where I would do all the intricate editing for the B-roll, and then doing all, like, the extra sound effects of clicks and background music, taking little clips to make the summary video, like, all of that stuff. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. But this was a huge battle, so I'm glad that I've accomplished what I wanted to today. So I did have that I wanted to make the weekly vlog thumbnail. That's okay. We can do that tomorrow. I need to plan my Bookish things. Oh my gosh, my Bookish things video. Instead of doing just a wrap up, I want to do, like, this weekend, I want to just do some Bookish stuff, and in that I will put in my January reading wrap up, and I'll put in like a little February TBR, I'll show you guys my reading journal, we'll update it, we'll update Notion, we'll update Goodreads, all of that stuff. So just kind of various Bookish things. I also want to do a bit of reading. So I need to plan that out so I know what I should be doing. Oh, and then my book club tonight. I need to do my reading for my screen time, and then I need to read today's reading for Empire Storms. So the rest of the day should be pretty chill. We can do it. I will check in with you guys later when I have an update, but, well, like, that was productive, that was good. I'm just sleepy from it now. So I will check in with you guys whenever I have something worth your time. Not me giving you guys a reading update, realizing the thing I said was a spoiler. So let's just circle back, okay? Hello, hi. It is currently 2:30. I have made a dent in the, like, screen time reading thing today, but I have a lot more reading to do, so I'm gonna stay here, sat, until I need to leave for book club here in about 2.5 hours. So I've been reading A Reign of Rose this whole time. I'm now at the 50% mark. This third book. Okay, you know what? In my first clip, I was like, it's not that it's disappointing me. I think it is. Not in, like, a super harsh way where I'm like, this is like a 2-star book, I just don't like this at all. But it's more like, this doesn't feel as good as the first two to me. I really don't like the plot line with the king in this one. I'm not vibing. Now, our two main characters, I still adore them. We just had a scene in here, though, like, kind of like a romantic scene. That was like, this don't really make sense. I'm kind of confused. Why did we just have that? What? So, I don't, like, hate or, like, even dislike what I'm reading. I'm, like, chugging along, I'm entertained. I'm, like, still, like, I don't know, sucked into it and, like, can't wait to see, like, how it all, like, wraps up. But to me, I'm not liking this as much as the first two, and there are definitely a few plot points and scenes that I'm, like, kind of uncomfortable. This seems out of pocket. I don't really see how this, like, helps us in any way. So, yeah. Take that, I guess, whatever way you want to. I'm going to continue reading. I may get a couple clips or something, but I'll probably check in with you guys whenever I'm headed or, like, getting ready to leave for book club tonight. Good morning, happy Friday. It is 8 o'clock. Oh, my phone's in my pocket, but it's 8 o'clock. We're about to head out the door and go work at a coffee shop again. I'm gonna go back to Coffee Bean because I feel like the last 2 times I've been there for both, like, getting personal tasks done and also doing my, like, normal work job stuff, I've been so locked in and focused, and I have both those categories to tackle today. I'm off, but I want to be checking stuff because of my coworkers that are on PTO and everything, and so daytime kind of just needs a bit of help right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in and just, like, check some stuff maybe once or twice today. And then I also need to finish edits on the weekly vlog, and I need to read. I, like, was rushed out the door to book club last night because all of a sudden I was having these issues with my debit card. So I was having to, like, call my bank, and I was like, I need to start driving to book club. And so I was, like, kind of scattered leaving that I forgot Empire of Storms at home. So that's on me. So I finished A Reign of Rose at book club within 15 minutes of reading because I had so little left. But I forgot the other read that I needed to bring. So I wasn't able to read yesterday's like Empire Storm's daily reading pages. So I have that to do plus today's reading. And I started A Sea of Unspoken Things by Adrienne Young. So that was an audiobook that I had that I thought, I think I can listen to this like without having, like my physical copy was at home. I didn't have the ebook, but I was like, okay, I have the audiobook and I think I could just like, I don't know, retain the information while at book club. And I actually got to 50% yesterday between book club and then when I got home, I had like an hour left on my timer and I did not have the mental capacity to read Empire of Storms when I knew I wanted to be like understanding everything I was reading and like thinking about everything I was reading. I was like, we don't have that right now, but I have an hour left. I really want to like not have this run out just because I'm tired and like not complete the day. So I just continued listening to A Sea of Unspoken Things and I reached 50%. Like that was wild. I really, really like it. I feel like Adrienne Young's writing is just like, it's just so good. There's no professional way for me to say that. Like, I just really love it. I feel like it's just so like beautiful and easy. This is so different than The Unmaking of June Farrow. Like that was more of this, well, I guess she does have this magical realism element as well in this one. And we do have mystery, but like, okay, similar genre, way different plot though. It doesn't like feel the same as The Unmaking of June Farrow. I have really enjoyed it so far. As far as A Reign of Rose, like I really like the second half a lot more than the first. I would say overall, 4-star trilogy. That's kind of my thought right now. I haven't thought too much about it since finishing it yesterday. Like as far as like, what do I want to give it for a rating? Like what are my kind of in-depth thoughts for like a review or anything? I haven't thought that far. No, I had to do work when I got home and then I had the hour left of reading and then I knocked out. And here we are. So we're gonna go to the coffee shop. I just need to leave so I can get work done because I feel like I'm stressed on time. Even though I know I can get everything done today, it's more just like I just need to get going. So I feel like accomplished and like I'm already starting everything that I need to do. So let's go ahead. My bag is packed. Let's go. So I'll do this thing where I like won't eat a proper meal and then I'll get so tired in the afternoon and I'm like, wow, like I'm so tired, like I have no idea why. You need to eat. So it's 3 o'clock. I got home an hour and a half, 2 hours ago maybe. I worked, like I did my job stuff at the coffee shop for like 2 hours, I'd say. Went outside like on their like patio and read yesterday's reading of Empire of Storm. So I'm now on chapter 20, like 190 pages in. So I have to do today's reading now. And then I did finish, well, I finished editing completely the weekly vlog. As soon as I can do my work, like delivery thing I need to do in an hour, I will start exporting that video. And then 2, I finished it's like Child of Darkness, Lightness and Darkness or something like that. It was a nonfiction book following these 2 people in the Mormon like faith and church and everything that were so into their religion that they ended up killing people. Yeah, so I had like an hour left of the audiobook. So I finished that while I was, I think, doing my work stuff. I mean, no rating on it. It feels weird to rate like a nonfiction like that, but I felt like it was well told. Like, did I have kind of like gaps going on where I was like, okay, I'm not sure if I recognize like this name or like who's this belonging to, but overall I enjoyed it. I followed along generally. I felt like it was educational in what like the Mormon faith is, and like they even specified like we are taking this information from like these websites, these churches, etc., etc. So highly interested in seeing like more like of those kinds of books, because I felt like it was just so like easy to have in the background while working. So if you're a true crime girly, highly recommend the audiobook. I'm definitely tired, but I think it's really to do with the whole eating thing. So I'm gonna go maybe just make like the ravioli or something, like just something quick, easy, but like has some protein in it. And then I will see if I have more energy. I need to finish Empire of Storms reading today, and then I want to finish A Sea of Unspoken Things, because I think based on like my listening speed, it's already like an 8-hour book at one time, like at one time speed. So I could easily like knock it out tonight, and I have no plans tonight, so I think we're good. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna eat food and then we can chat more, but I wanted to at least like pop in, say hello, talk about the coffee shop, and kind of next steps. No, it's the way I feel like instantly better putting on a hoodie and sweatpants. I ate food. I feel great. Now I'm in my room. My laundry's going in the background, so that it is what it is. The dishwasher is going out there, like, just let it be. But I have no other update. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna sit here on the giant beanbag chair, maybe watch a little bit of YouTube to like wind down, see if I fall asleep. Like if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. But then I want to get back into reading eventually. I think I'm just a little tired, and I don't know if I just need to let the food energize me, or maybe a nice nap would be good and rejuvenate me. Okay guys, I just put it in here because I was filming the update for the Throne of Glass vlog, but I have finished today's reading for Empire of Storm. So I already finished yesterday's when I was at the coffee shop. I don't know, I just can't remember what I've talked with you guys about. Too many videos right now, but I'd finished yesterday's reading at the coffee shop earlier. I came home, I did work stuff, blah blah blah. I just finished the reading I needed to do for today. So we're now like 34% of the way through the book. I'm on chapter 27. We're making great progress. Slow and steady wins the race, but also allows for like emotional stability throughout the book. And I appreciate that. Like reading only about 60 pages at a time has really allowed me to like, if I have like a whirlwind of emotions, I'm like sat with those for until like all night. And then the next day, like, I'm feeling a bit stable, and then we enter the book again. Versus, like, the complete, like, unstable emotions, and you just, like, push through and you keep reading. Yeah, that's wild. Anyways, I still need to read more for the timer for today, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up A Sea of Unspoken Things. I'm already 53% of the way into it. I think we talked about it earlier, so based on my timer, I should be able to finish this, and I'll still have time, so we'll see what happens after that. But for now, I'm going to continue this. I need to find where I'm at, though, because I was only listening to the audiobook earlier. Okay, I'm starting chapter 14. Oh, that's 15. Okay. I'm on page 141, in case you're curious. I'm going to pick this up, and I will just check in with you guys later. Probably whenever I've finished this and we can, like, talk more about it. Then maybe I can give you an overall reading update with more cohesive thoughts on A Reign of Rose as well. I'll circle back to that if I feel like whatever I talked about earlier didn't make sense. I know I was, like, speaking fast and running out the door this morning. So that's on me. I was stressed. But I could do it. I've done the things. 6:10 right now. It's 6:10 p.m. I'm going to knock out this book, and I'll probably stop and eat something. Because I'm already kind of feeling a little hungry, but I'm like, girl, you ate at 3 p.m. Like, let's wait a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I will check in with you guys whenever I finish this book. Wow. I've just been sitting here for the last, like, I don't know, 30 minutes, probably. Just, like, taking a minute to myself. I have 55 minutes left of reading that I need to do. But I did finish A Sea of Unspoken Things by Adrienne Young. I love her. Like, The Unmaking of June Farrow was a 5-star read for me. Like, I absolutely loved everything about it. Like, the depth of that story and how beautiful it was, and just, like, the creativity Adrienne Young had to make that story come to life was insane, immaculate. I feel very similar to this. This felt way more of, like, a murder mystery, if you will, but it has the Adrienne Young, like, writing and storytelling. I think I'd give this, like, 4.5 stars. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Obviously, it is shorter, so, like, a bit less, like, depth than I really saw with June Farrow, but the mystery of this and her... Okay, we didn't talk about the plot because I just dove into this at book club unexpectedly. You are following James Golden. James is a twin to her brother Johnny. Bestie James got out of the small town. Okay? But Bestie James got a phone call that her brother Johnny was found dead. And so she returns to the town to, like, I don't know, like, deal with that. Like, I mean, in the beginning, there was no, like, expected foul play or anything. They thought, like, he was just, like, an accident happened. And she was just, like, she's learning so much more about Johnny that she just, like, didn't know. She's like, you know, I just don't think I actually knew him like I thought I did. And so she's uncovering the mysteries of Johnny's life in the process of figuring out, like, what happened to him. And so there's, like, a few different mysteries going on, and I just, like, really loved how it was told. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Wow. No, when's her next book? No, when's her next book? What am I supposed to do until then? Okay. Well, just gonna sit and process that for a second. I'm gonna go, like, get some food or something. I say get some food. No, like, just, like, from the kitchen, not leave my house at 8 p.m. Can never. 8:22. Oh, okay. But I'm trying to figure out what book to start. I have 2, I think. Let me pull up. So many tabs open and not the one I needed. I'm thinking I am going to start The Favorites by Lane Fargo. I haven't read anything by this author. Like, what has she put out? Okay, not a whole lot, I don't think. I only see this one, and then They Never Learn. Ooh, okay. But I have the ebook checked out on Libby, and I have the audiobook from Libro.fm. Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if... Probably not yet, huh? But it's the last day of the month, which means it was going to be swapping tonight to the February picks for their ALC program. Oh my god. No, stop it. There are so many good ones. The way it works is you have 10 credits essentially, and they give you, this month it's 44. Oh my gosh, it's 44 audiobook picks. This is where I get a lot of my nonfiction from. Wow. Okay, we're gonna circle back to that. But right now I wanted to say that I previously got The Favorites from them. So I think I'm gonna start that book. Just because with Libby, that puts me kind of on a deadline of, like, just having the ebook. And so I figured that's going to be a good book for me to just start. Now, it says it's 13.5 hours, so Not a terribly long book. Know the shock to my system to see those options. Okay. Which is good, because I've had the last couple months, I was like stretching on using my credits, where I was like, I mean, there's not just 10 books that I'm dying to read, but it did allow me to like read books I probably wouldn't have, or like download books that I normally wouldn't have to read in the future. So pros and cons, but that I just saw a lot of books. Like they'll throw in new releases, and they'll also occasionally throw in older books. Wow. The blend of both in February. Unmatched. Okay, I'm gonna go find food. I also need to update the swapping screen time with reading video vlog. Yes. Sorry, my brain is just... Wow. Okay. I will check in with you guys later. If I don't later, then I'll just see you in the morning. You guys, I finished the time for today, which was the last day of the swapping screen time with reading. Honestly, I've never had something be this successful, but I went ahead and I started the favorites. It's everywhere right now. Everywhere. I have the audiobook from Leave Our Friend, right? So I have that with the ebook, and I had to update after page 5 because I was like, no babes, I'm sat with my popcorn for this documentary. Like, as like a documentary girly, this is fun. Full cast, but told as a documentary, essentially. But you get these like back and forth, kind of like a then and now kind of thing. So you have the then of kind of starting when our two main characters, our two main ice skaters partners, when they're 16. And you kind of get a little bit of like how they even got to like the 16, but like that's very quick. But really, you're seeing them at age 16 and what their journey is going to be like from then, I expect, up until the main event that we hear. Present time is now 10 years past the big event that happens. Like, what is going on? What is going on? I'm eating this up though. It's so good. I'm now on, I don't know what chapter it is, but I'm about a little over 15% of the way into it. I'm going to go ahead and put it down. I'm definitely tired. A lot of reading today, but it's 10 o'clock. I have to actually work in the morning, so I need to have a productive work session as well. So I'm going to go ahead, rest, and I will see you guys in the morning. But I just want to tell you that, like, 1, I feel accomplished. 2, this book is good. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It is 8 o'clock and I woke up around 7:15 or so, and I got up, I took a shower. I woke up tired. I was like, should I actually just like go back to bed and not think about any responsibilities? I got out of bed, I showered, and then I picked up my room, swapped my laundry, and was kind of like just like tidying up like my bathroom and my bedroom. And that is as far as I got. And now we're here. I wanted to say good morning to you guys. I need to go end the swapping screen time with reading video, and I'm currently uploading the weekly vlog, so I had to export semi overnight. Honestly, if I could have been awake for 2 more hours, but that would have been like 1 a.m. No, and I think it was probably done around 1 a.m. But I had to wait until I woke up to start the upload process, which is so hit or miss on how quick it happens. I mean, it's a near 3-hour video, so I get that it's going to be a while, but it's being so slow and it's driving me insane because I can't do anything about it right now. So I'm sitting and I'm waiting. I made the thumbnail yesterday though, so everything should be ready for it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but no. I need to check work stuff, and then I need to go to somewhere to get bins for the book drive again, and I'll probably do that like 9:15. I'll just leave 9 if I'm at a stopping point, because I wouldn't mind making a pit stop by some apartments and like checking them out. So we'll see. But yeah, okay. I need to eat something. I think I want to make a matcha. I want to eat something, maybe the banana, maybe the apple, like something like easy, like and light, like just something to eat now, and then I'll think about if I want to eat something more before I leave. But good morning. You guys, I'm so tired. I'm really glad though that I chose to not do any like makeup today, because now I can just like lay on like my white pillows. My pillow's out here on the couch. I don't have to think about any makeup. Like for someone that just wants to rot right now and just like lay down and not think about any to-do list, that's just something that makes me a little happy. I just did my little January reading wrap up for my like Bookish video. I essentially decided I didn't want to do like a separate video for like all the Bookish things. I'd rather like just put it all together and see what happens. So I just filmed the reading wrap up portion, and then I think that's all I'm going to film today because I'm kind of just tired and I don't really want to film anymore. As far as like dedicated videos, you guys are different. You guys are different. You guys are not like other girls, but I think I'm going to film the rest of it tomorrow, which is a lot of just like updating Notion, Goodreads, my reading journal, all of that. So I'm going to think on it tonight, and then like maybe I'll write some reviews like in my notes and stuff, and that way tomorrow like it's not a bunch of time. It's just like me doing the whole thing. But I'm going to figure out some food stuff now because I'm starving. It's probably going to help with the energy a bit, but I just want to relax. It has been a while. When did we last talk? I think when I was gonna like eat. I got done with book club, came home. Did I talk with you before or after I did? Oh, I did the reading wrap up stuff for the video. And then I was gonna rot. I was gonna eat food and rot, and kind of been doing that. So I did eat food, that was good. And then I sat here on my laptop and I was going over like writing out some reviews, the reviews that I'm going to post on Goodreads, and then I wrote mini, like kind of these 1-2 liner reviews that I was going to post for Instagram. So that's what I finished. I've made a draft for Instagram, but if you're gonna like, this is so weird, I don't know why Instagram's doing this, but like if you want to schedule a post, you can't tag people ahead of time. Is that weird? Is that not weird to you? Like in order to like share, I don't know, something about that was so interesting. So I just made a draft and I'll just post it tomorrow, but selected all my pictures, have my caption ready to go. It's lengthy considering I read 14 books this month. Like where did that come from? Now I want to go ahead and write down all of the new releases that I've found since making my original list. I'm going to write them down simply in my phone, like that note that I've been using for that. And then, where's my new releases? Yeah, I have like a notes app of new releases. There we go. So for every month. And I just want to go through and go on my like Goodreads, and oh boy, I shouldn't have done that because now the lighting is, that's on me. Anyways, I'm going to go on Goodreads. I'm just going to like have it on my computer and then type it on my phone. And then tomorrow I'm going to film, like for the video, I'm going to film like updating my reading journal with that information. But this way I've at least done half the battle, which is finding them all. I've tried to add them all to my like want to read on Goodreads, so it should be pretty easy. But it's just one less thing I have to do tomorrow that's like kind of behind the scenes, if you will. I do have on my thing for tonight, it's only 6:30, but it feels like 10. I wanted to reflect on my January goals, set some February goals, and then I was supposed to read the Empire Storms reading for today, but I just think I'd rather read for the 2 days tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and do that instead. I'm just like not in the mood to read right now. and I'm very tired, so I don't think I've retained much of what I'm reading. Oh, whoo, good shot. I'm watching a men's basketball game in the background. Okay. I'm just trying to think, like, what updates have I given you? Like, I'm hoping I've given you an update since starting the favorites. But I have no memory of doing that. Hopefully I'm going to read some of it more tomorrow, and then I can just give an update to it, and at that point I'll maybe figure out if I've given you guys any update to it, but I'm still like 15% of the way into it. I didn't read too much last night. Okay, I just want to say goodnight. I'm going to knock out this new release stuff. It's the way I'm too lazy to like move my tripod to have this be a normal angle. Yeah. Anyways, it is 7:43 and I feel accomplished. How's the lighting? Honestly, that didn't ruin it like I did last time. Good. Okay. So, I have spent the last hour. What did I last update you on? Okay, I downloaded all of the covers needed for like my books and stuff that I need to update on Notion. So I didn't update Notion, but like I just updated the covers. I did go ahead and set goals for February, but we'll just talk about it tomorrow because I saved some pictures to make my February like mood board. I said I wanted to do that every month based on my month specific goals. So we are going to make that mood board tomorrow, and I'll talk about the goals and stuff then. And then I feel like I did something else, but I can't remember. So we'll just leave it at that. Those are things that I did that all took a bit of time. I was going through Notion and like updating not book related stuff, but like updating the goal side, figuring that stuff out, finding pictures for the mood board. So that should be pretty easy. We'll make that tomorrow. The last thing I want to do tonight though is reflect on my January goals. So like write in my journal kind of about them. Like these are the goals that I had. Like these are the ones that I met. These are the ones that I didn't. Like how I kind of like feel about that. If I felt like these were unrealistic for me, or like what I thought kind of blocked me from attaining those, things of that nature. So maybe that's what we're gonna do. I am currently watching the Arkansas versus Kentucky basketball game, and it is crazy. I wouldn't be shocked if Kentucky ends up winning. Right now, Arkansas is ahead by 11 points, but Kentucky's an amazing basketball team. So, okay, I'm gonna continue watching this game and do my reflection stuff in my journal, but it's been like a chill evening. I'm looking at my, what do you call it? TV stand where I keep like all my books, and I usually keep the books there that I'm wanting to read like sooner than later, and then I'll put books there that are like the books that I read in a month. So it's like I leave a little space so that way like when it comes to end of the year stuff, or not end of the year, end of the month, like wrap up stuff, like all the books that I read that I physically have still are right there. So it's like weird because right now it looks like empty, and that's really good because like I feel like reading like a lot of my physical TBR, but then there's a lot of books I'm just checking out from the library or something. Yeah. Okay, tomorrow we will chat about kind of my own cohesive thoughts on my January goals, and then what my February goals are. We'll make my mood board, and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing more bookish stuff for the bookish video, but I feel like you and I will get to spend some quality time together as well. And I haven't done any reading though, so there's no reading updates for you guys. Yeah. We'll probably just chat in the morning. I think I'll just relax for the rest of the evening after I do my little reflection, and I will see you for the final day of this week's weekly vlog. Good morning, happy Sunday. I think it's nearing 8 o'clock at this point. I woke up on my own around, well, I think it started around like 6:40, fell back asleep, woke up again at 7, and then I was like, okay, no, like I feel rested. But then I just like laid there staring at the ceiling for like 20 minutes. Like I felt rested, but I didn't have like, oh, I really want to get out of bed and like just tackle my day. Like I sat there in silence for a while. And then I eventually got up and went ahead, brushed my teeth, washed my face, put on moisturizer, and then I saw that it's supposed to be a high of 75 today. What? High of 75 and sunny. That is crazy. I put on this big t-shirt and shorts because I was like, I'm gonna open up the door here probably in like 2 hours because it's still like in the 50s right now. But I feel like it's gonna be a great day. We're gonna have to get outside. I have a Zoom call with my friends, like a little catch-up Zoom call at noon. So I'm thinking after that, we'll maybe like go to the park or something, and that's where I can do my reading journal side of things for the Bookish video. And like you and I can just be out there, maybe read a little bit. And yeah, that's kind of my thought at the moment. Because I want to go ahead and journal this morning, and I want to do the mood board, February mood board thing earlier today as well. And I also have to just work, so yeah, unfortunately. But I'm just so happy. Like I just feel so like happy this morning thinking about it being 75 and sunny today. Like that's crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some food though because I'm absolutely starving right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and probably check on some work stuff and then figure out next steps. I just sat outside for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, and I was working on the Bookish video. I was like updating my Notion and Goodreads and everything. It was nice outside. Like I had my blanket with me just in case my legs got cold, but my computer, the whiplash it gave me, oh my god, that was so scary. I was like doing a screen recording while doing my Goodreads and Notion updates, and all of a sudden I looked and like my battery was like at 5%. And I was like, whoa, 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 it's gonna like completely die and then the screen recording won't be there and all of that. So I like ran inside to have my computer on the charger. I finished that portion. That was scary. And now I'm thinking, I think I want to go back outside. I think I want to go outside with you guys, like just out on the balcony. And I'm gonna go do my like February mood board thing out there. It really won't take long, but I figured it'd be nice to just sit outside. I'll probably have my blanket with me on my legs because my legs are a little chilly. It's gonna get to 75, but I think we're still in like the 50s right now as it gets a bit warmer. I'm looking forward to after the Zoom call, like going to the park and stuff though and doing the reading journal and everything because that's gonna be so great. And reading, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, okay. I'm gonna take my stuff out there. I'm gonna bring my phone just so I can have YouTube on. I was gonna put on Olivia's video here, but I think I want to go outside and just have it on my phone. And then we'll just come inside and continue on with it. I actually have already technically watched it, but I had it on while I was editing, I think. So it was like low volume. I really don't know everything that happened, and I'm just a fangirl. Like I just now have to rewatch it to where I'm paying attention. Oh my god, also, look at my glass. I forgot that I had this. These are the like waterproof stickers. I can't remember who they're by right now. I told the other video too, like if I remember, I'll link it down below. These are like these stickers that Tamora got me, and there's like a sticker pack that I could put on whatever I wanted, but they also had like glasses that were already made with decals, and then they have other what do you call it, like other Bookish merch things as well. But I forgot about this, and with it being February 2nd today, like I'm feeling festive. I'm feeling festive. Okay, let's go back outside and do some digital arts and crafts. Okay, I am back inside. I have the USC versus Iowa game on. Oh my gosh. No stress I feel. The stress I feel. I am so scared, but so excited. No, you're kidding. Oh, good block. Okay, sorry. My point is Iowa like came out swinging, and they're not ranked. The great team, but not ranked. While USC is rank 4. So this is just like, wow, it's currently 1-18. Okay, we're just gonna let that simmer. But I wanted to come on here and talk about my like January goals, like reflection, and then what my goals are for February. That way you guys can understand my like mood board thing that I made. I did my little reflection on my goals yesterday, so maybe that'd be good for me to have up. But here is my February kind of goals mood board. So if you guys watch my New Year reset, I talked about how I didn't want to make really like 2025 goals and like a single 2025 mood board. I wanted to kind of make these monthly ones to adapt to each month of goals. And so I made like these categories of, well, I have that part here, of health, personal, relationships, career, and financial. And so every month I wanted to make these smaller goals to attain in the month. So for January, I don't think I wrote down them in my journal. Could have been smart, but that's okay. So in January, I had that I wanted to journal once a day. I wanted to work out 3 times a week. I wanted to put $100 into savings. I wanted 1 offline recharge day. I didn't want to work past 5 p.m. And then I wanted to call someone I love. So overall, I basically tallied up each week how I did with each of those respective goals. And journaling is something that I said I wanted to journal every day so that it was a part of my routine and my habits on the days that I really felt like I needed them, like on the hard days, on the days that like my brain will not shut up. Like I wanted to be in the habit of journaling so I can just naturally go to it, because if I am not journaling consistently, I have found that it's hard for me to pick up my journal on the days that I really need it. So I have felt like I didn't journal every single day in the month of January, but I really prioritized it a lot of the days. And I, did anywhere from just a couple lines to a whole paragraph to journal prompts. Like I felt like I did try to prioritize it a lot each day. And so I think for 2 of the weeks I did them 6 times each week. And then 2 of the weeks I only did it 4 times. So I could see how I was working on it. I have decided to keep this goal to track in February because I want to maintain where I'm at and move forward with it, or like continuously get better. I want maybe no weeks of 4s, like I only want 5s and 6s, things like that. For the workout, here's the thing, besties, 0. I worked out 0 times. I felt like moving around a lot more and like doing these different, I don't know if projects is the right word, but like I was moving my body a bit, but at the same time, like I was not doing the basic 10 to 15 minute workouts that I wanted to do. So instead of doing 3 times a week as my goal, I'm shifting it this month to do 1 time a week, because I think there was this form of a blocker for me where if I hadn't done it for the first 4 days in a week, then I hit that day 5 and I'm like, wow, if I want to attain this goal for this week, like I have to work out the next 3 days in a row. And then like I was like, oh, that's really hard. Or then I now have 2 days left to where I'm like, oh, well, I'm definitely not going to get the 3 times this week. And I think like I just create these excuses in my head that like block me from doing it. So I think like creating just like, girl, 1 time a week, I genuinely have no excuse. If I'm on the last day of the week, you still have time to accomplish your goal. So I've shifted that. We're gonna try to just do a basic workout 1 time a week. This is my last month in this apartment, which is so crazy. So I am excited to be moving at the end of this month, beginning of the next, because my next place has a like workout facility there. And not that I'm gonna go there all the time, but I think it'll be nice having like maybe a dedicated space that I could use, and like they have like the little weights, they have the treadmills, the bikes, like I will have more options. And as silly as it is, like I just think like that will be a small motivating factor for me. So the put $100 into savings, your girl crushed it this month. Yes, this month. In January, I put nearly $700 into savings. I'm so proud of myself for that because a lot of it will immediately go away for moving costs, but I was able to just put all that in there. And so when I was already making like the deposits and the fees on like applications and stuff for my apartment, like I was already having that money like there to use. So that was really great, and it didn't put a financial stress on me. The one offline recharge day, I don't think I had a day where I like completely shut off my phone, but I don't feel like it was as necessary. So I don't feel bad about not checking off that box, I think technically, but I had a week where I was just like off social media, and that was a very like recharge week for me. And so I feel good with the way that I handled kind of just wanting to like disconnect for a little bit of like social media and the chaos that it can bring. So I'm proud of myself on how I went about my recharge day, if you will. The don't work past 5 p.m. 3 of the 4 weeks I did that. On one of the weeks, I think I put down the number 4, but keep in mind I don't work 2 of the days. And then, so it's like 4 out of 5, I would assume. Like 4 out of 5 days, I didn't work past 5 p.m. And I don't think it was something where the day that I didn't was something I control, like, or out of my control. Like, I think I had the control too, and I just did it. So, the call someone I love, one of the weeks on my way to book club, I ended up calling my grandma that I had not called in an embarrassingly long time. So I was very happy that I just spent like the 15-20 minute drive just chatting with her and having like a mini call catch up. So I was really proud of myself for doing that because it's just something like out of my comfort zone. Like if I'm in person with people like I love, like I have no issue talking with them or like making the effort to go see like a grandparent or family members. It's more that I just hate calling. Like in general, like I always think I don't have time, and I do. So very proud of myself for doing that this month. Moving on to February. Like I said, I'm going to keep up with the journal once a day habit because I want to just increase what those numbers are like each week. Like the goal is to be 7, right? But I think if I just work to see that the average number is increasing, I'm happy with that. The workout 1 time a week, for my financial goal, because of the moving this month, I don't really have a goal of like putting money into savings per se because I know like there's going to be various expenses that are not normal this month. So what I have is don't buy, oh, I need to update. I did not spell buy right. I forgot the U. Don't buy any unnecessary items. I don't think I bought any unnecessary items in January. Like I did not buy any random like cups or t-shirts, hoodies. Like I did not buy anything like that. So like proud of myself, but that is going to be like my goal, I think, for a second month. I think last month was very easy for me to see like I do not need this. I think as we get a month into the year, it's going to be like harder to be like, oh, like, I don't know, that mug is really cute, or that glass is really cute, or like, oh, wow, that t-shirt would be so cute. Like, I don't need it. I don't need it. So that is a goal that this month I want to track every week, like, and being able to check off and see that progress of like, no, I wasn't doing that. Oh my gosh, this game. Okay. No phone for first hour. So it's just like when I wake up, I want to be tracking the times that I am not using my phone for the first hour I'm awake. Sometimes it's out of my control if like I have an 8 or 9 a.m. meeting and I'm waking up at like 7:30 or 8 because generally I don't like to set an alarm if I know that like I'll set one for like the latest time possible on the days that I have a morning meeting so that like in some miracle I sleep in, like at least I'm up by a certain time. But I think it's hard for me to be like, oh, I'm just not going to be on my phone. Oh my god. Dang it. That was a good take. Okay. Sorry. But I want to track that in February. Again, I want to not work past 5 p.m. I was near perfect on that, and I think like it's just something like career related. I don't really think I have a different goal in mind at this point that I want to track and follow. So I would like to just consistently work on that work-life balance and being like, you don't need me past 5 p.m. You just don't. And then I want to, instead of call someone I love, I want to send someone a letter. I want to send someone a snail mail. So maybe we'll create that together. Just like a cute little like letter. It's like the month of February. Like maybe it's like a mini little love letter, just like an appreciation, and like add some like stickers or whatever. Maybe like we'll tailor it to whoever I want to send it to, or maybe we'll send multiple. I have no idea. But those are the goals specifically for the different categories that I have for February. I'm really liking this so far. Like, we were good. I guess to touch on the overall 2025 goals that I had is tracking, like, it was my groceries and cafes. So I definitely went over in cafes, and groceries, I went like barely over. So these are numbers that I had from last year, and I think I can do it, but at the same time, like, I'm not really being hard on myself if I feel like I had the funds to spend over that amount, or I'm learning, you know, what I can spend or what is normal to spend, like, you know, inflation, or just I'm growing in how I want to take care of myself. So it's like, does that mean I should be increasing my grocery budget kind of thing? So the grocery one was fine. I think the cafe one was hefty over the amount, but I think that how I did it, like I say, how like the experiences I had while doing it, I'm not mad about the money I spent. Like when I went to coffee shops up in LA after dropping off the like LA Wildfire book drive books, I was like, yeah, I know you're over budget that you wanted to be, but like you're fine. So it's like just how I'm using my time, and like how I'm choosing to have these little rewards for myself, or like these productivity moments, because I went to a coffee shop a couple times in the last week that I knew I was already over budget, but I was going and I was so locked in and focused doing my work, whether or not it was personal or whether or not it was like for my job. And those were like productive sessions to me. And that was something like I was very happy to be out of my house and working and just having like good focused like time doing the tasks that I wanted to do. So I'm not upset by going over budget on the cafe. Like, I think it's something like I could adjust as well to see like, okay, on average, like you now have a lot more friends. You're going to cafes with them. You're wanting to go by yourself. Like, I think when I didn't really have many like friends out here, where the coffee shop budget was really just for me when I felt like going to a coffee shop. Now it's like, okay, I gotta mix that in for like me, myself, and I wanting to go to work versus the like times I'm going with friends to go do something. So I think like that budget in general is something that will change. At the same time, I want to track it to see like, well, how much are you spending there? So I felt good about honestly how January went. I just felt like it was a very successful month, and like setting the tone really well for the rest of the year. I felt like I gave back a lot to the community. I want to continue to do that. I felt like I was prioritizing a lot of self-care in my everyday, and like, I know I did, like, my biggest fail, so to speak, was the workout department, but I think that's something I can work on. It's the first month. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. We're going to adjust how I have that goal for the month of February, and yeah. Okay, those are my goals and everything for February, and kind of a little January reflection. Looking at my to-do list to see what else. Oof. Okay, the rest of the stuff is kind of the bookish stuff. I think I have my Zoom call with my friends here in about an hour. It's now a little after 11. So after that, we're going to head to the park or something and go just be outside. And I'm going to do like my reading journal stuff for the bookish vlog. But then I want to do a bit of reading. I'll get clips for you and probably the bookish vlog. And then yeah, that's it for today. Just reading, working, and doing my like reading journal. I love a Sunday. I love a Sunday. I just got to the park. I had my Zoom with my friends, which was just so nice. I feel like we need to prioritize it more every time we're like, basically we suck and we need to chat more. So hopefully this time does the trick. We want to do more like weekly like voice updates, like voice memos, or just like a picture, whatever it is. So I'm gonna prioritize that myself this upcoming week and like put it in my to-do list kind of thing, like on Friday or something, like send a couple pictures highlighting the week, something like that. But yeah, so we got to the park. I'm gonna go ahead and do all of my like reading journal stuff I want to do for the Bookish video, and then you and I will circle back to do like some reading or something. Okay, it is currently, you can't see the time. Why am I showing you that? It's about 3:15. I just wrapped up all of my reading journal stuff, and so I'm gonna do just a little bit of reading, but I think I'll probably head home here in about 30 minutes. It was just so nice to be outside. Like, it feels like summer. I invited Dayna over because she lives near here, and I was like, hey, I just got to this little park area. Like, do you want to join? So she was here for about an hour. She was just reading. We were just talking. So it was good to have a little bit of company while I was doing kind of those like mundane tasks of just like filling out the journal pages and everything. But we've hit a good stopping point. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of reading and then we're going to head out. Okay, it is nearly 4 o'clock. I just finished up the Bookish video, like doing the outro and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and change just because like I was just sitting outside in this and now I've been in it most of the day. That I think it'd be nice to put on some comfy PJs, get on the couch. I'm gonna do a little bit of work, a little bit of editing, and then I do want to do some reading. I think it's hard because like there's other stuff I want to be doing right now. Like, not that I don't want to read. It's more like yesterday I was like, I don't want to read. Like, my brain isn't cooperating. Like, it's not a slump. It's just like, I just wasn't in the mood to read. I feel like my brain was like moving way too fast. But today I'm like, no, like I'm in the mood to read some. But I also just have other things I want to do. So we're in a tricky spot. I think if I like scratch that itch in my brain of doing some work stuff, doing some editing. I also want to journal, so I didn't get a journal this morning. Then I'll kind of scratch that itch. And I also need to eat. Okay, we're gonna make food after I change because I'm starving and I think spaghetti with one of those chicken sausage things is exactly what I need right now. I have been reading for the last hour and a half or so. It is now 9 o'clock. I'm tired. I want to go ahead and get into bed, but I was doing my reading for Empire Storms. So I read what was Saturday's reading. So yesterday's, I didn't do today's reading. So, I mean, at some point I'll try to double up days, but tomorrow I'll read another 60 pages of this. I'm just tired, so like I think I just want to stop and get a good night's sleep. I want to continue on with the favorites this upcoming week, so you can definitely look forward to that being like the first book that we finish. And then I just got a notification of Monsoon, like A Monsoon Rising, which is the second book to the Hurricane Wars. So I got a notification from Libby that I got the ebook and I already have the audiobook, so I'm gonna read that after I finish the favorites. Wow. I'm sleepy. I did my journaling. I ate dinner before that. That was great. And after my journal, like between all that, I've just been watching some YouTube. Just a YouTube girl. So I was watching YouTube while journaling. I've had it on while reading. I was watching it while eating. All of that. It was such a good week, such a good weekend. I feel like tired now because I want to go to sleep, but I feel very just like my cup is full. And that feels really good. I was able to completely finish editing, exporting the Bookish video. I don't know what happened. But I just took over the editing game and I was able to finish all of that and exported it. And because it wasn't that long of a video, it just finished exporting, so I'm now uploading it to YouTube, I need to go ahead and edit the like title and description in the morning, but figured I would just make it go live tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe Tuesday? We'll see what I'm feeling. I mean, I could hold off and do it Wednesday, but it seems kind of silly. I'll probably post it tomorrow because I just get so excited when a video is like done and ready to go. So probably tomorrow, Tuesday at the latest. But I have this weekly vlog that I will need to start to edit and make sure that is complete and ready to go up by next Saturday. I think that's, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be posting on Fridays or Saturdays. We'll see. But another video I've completely filmed is the swapping screen time with reading. So I also need to work on editing that so that it can go up the following week. I don't know. It'll go up soon, but I don't really want to post 3 times in a week. I'd rather like post the Bookish video in the next day or two, post the weekly vlog, and the next Monday or Tuesday post the swapping screen time with reading. So we'll see if that's what happens, but that's my goal right now. I'm gonna go find a little snack or something, or like make maybe chocolate milk. That sounds great. And then get into bed, wind down, watch more YouTube, and then get a good night's sleep. Ready to start my week tomorrow and ready to start another weekly vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.